Hi there, Robin here. Well, I'm going to admit something to you. I tend to compartmentalize my thinking into personify characters. And this way I kind of get to talk to them and reason with them and deal with my brain in a whole different way. So if this offends you in any way, I'm sorry with how I think and process my mental stuff, but I hope it doesn't though. Please understand, I'm just having a little fun with my thoughts and my brain at my own expense. It's okay to laugh at yourself and discover a lightness and a giggle because humor helps you create a form of acceptance. So let's begin. In the apartment building of my brain, down this hall, do you see this lady? We shall call her Peachy Clean. Pastels, dear? She's the neighbor lady right next door to the OCD lady, and this little gal can clean through anything. Shh, she's actually a part of me, the part that can't live with the results of a creative episode. She usually gets called in to clean up a mess. She's a bit of a fixer. This year, she got called in by another character called antihaul. Yeah, she's a nod to my heritage, okay? Auntie Vanderhall is our resident tidy minimalist because OCD got into the creative frenzy of painting for the art competition and caused all this mess to begin with. Well, maybe not all this mess, but she brought it to our attention, or my attention. Auntie Vanderhall made a proclamation and decided we needed a clean slate. She released the Kraken. Well, not the Kraken. More like a peachy pastel-y colored whirlwind of tidiness and organization. During a creative episode, as I've discussed, I get into an OCD haze of hyperfocus where all hell can break loose and I wouldn't much notice. The art studio becomes a bit of a mess. Paint everywhere, brush everywhere, and basically, well, shite everywhere. I mean, just look at her, out of control. But now that the painting has been completed, she's spent, done and dusted, and exhausted. So Peachy Clean guides OCD to her room with a nice bowl of chicken soup where she can be tucked into bed and recover. When Peachy Clean closes the door, she swiftly turns to her favorite job, the art studio of disaster. And the first thing she gets to say is, "What a mess! How can you live like this?" Of course, no judgment, dear, but holy hell! She's all about being clean and organized. She's about efficiency and streamlining and removing all possible distractions so that the art may continue. And after this art attack, well, she really took over. It was like, no more distractions, no more excuses, because messes are distractions away from your purpose, the purpose of making art. She prepared herself, she lifted her sleeves, that aren't there, gathered up her strength, and went to the dark corners of my studio that had been neglected and forgotten. Her butt in the air, under things and in things, clouds of stuff coming out and forming piles. Whew. And being a practical lass, there were 3 piles. Number 1, the keep. Number 2, the garbage or no keep. And number 3, recycle or upcycle and not sure. Well, the recycle or the upcycle was very small because this whole process was a black and white thing, really. And sometimes piles of gray can create piles of potential ideas that never see the light of day. It's like a little kryptonite taking energy away from your creativity. Although Uncle Upcycle can be useful and is great to have around, it's moments like this where it can become part of a distraction. So, sorry guy, today is not your day. You'll have your moment in the sun that you can show all that you've done to contribute to the studio in another video. So let's say where she is really me, in a whirlwind of fury, a sight to behold, in the corners I found stuff. Oh, the stuff. I was going to say that she was an old cleaning lady, but no, she's the superhero of tidiness. And by the way, Peachy Clean went to a designer and a publicist, or whatever they call it, and decided that she needed a well-deserved makeover. She decided that slimming stripes were a good look for her, especially for occasions like this. No need for Marie Kondo here. I removed stuff and organized stuff and went into the other areas of our house to find stuff to help me organize more stuff, because that stuff was not being used either and had also been forgotten. Whew. Oh yeah. Auntie Vanderhall is coming to my studio, and there will be a no buying year thing coming up. You will see her more later, and as I said, she requires a clean slate to start with. The stuff in the studio that can be easily seen and organized so that decisions will be easy to make and very clear. Auntie Vanderhall is making sure I use up all the potential creativity that is locked up in hoarded art supplies. After the cleaning frenzy is over, Peachy Clean is going to have a rest now and enjoy the results. Bottoms up. So no more distractions in wee corners. Everything is out in the open or put into organized little homes. And now I can go back down to the business of creating art. The art supplies are calling me, and they're waiting for them to be called upon to release their potential and messages to the world. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned for more animated fun in my studio. Talk to you later. By the way, Peachy says she's occupied right now, in recovery. Prepare for the Titan, Auntie Vanderhall.